So, welcome back guys to a brand new video. Now today we're going to be talking about ARK's next big reveal coming for the game. Now obviously for the past few weeks it's been a little bit quiet because obviously the team at Wildcard have been on a little bit of a break over Christmas and New Year, but slowly things are getting back into work mode again and we're getting very close now to Genesis Part 2. Now, if you guys do enjoy today's video and get all the information to keep you up to date with ARK Survival Evolved, smash that like button. Let's see if we can hit the 800 like target on today's video. Make sure to be subscribed if you're not subscribed already, if you don't want to miss out on all of the ARK news, because we're building towards 200,000 subscribers now, guys, which is amazing to say. But anyway, let's just get on with the video because there's not that much information, but there should be some big stuff coming soon. So we haven't had a community crunch for like the last 11 days or something. It's been a long time. And he said, Cedric said on Twitter, no crunch this week. I'm trying to work with the team on a Genesis 2 teaser for next week's crunch. That's what we all want, right? No promises though. So, I mean, that bit isn't obviously the biggest thing, saying no promises though, but I'm sure that he will deliver because, to be honest, Wildcard have been a lot better with their, like, obviously release dates and saying what's going to be coming out, which is pretty cool. Now, we don't know whether it's going to be a teaser, like a creature teaser like we had recently, where there was like a new creature for Genesis announced, and it was mainly just like an artwork and stuff, and I don't know whether it could be a trailer of a new creature or something, or of a new biome. I don't know really what I'd like to see next. I feel like obviously seeing new creatures is all cool in that, but I feel like a whole new trailer is always a bit more exciting because you kind of get to see, you know, a little bit more of the world itself. Now, right now, Genesis Part 2 is probably in the stage where it's pretty much complete, but they just have the little, you know, small things to keep on working and like all the little bugs and all of the little things to make sure it's perfect for release in March 2021. Now, one thing that we are obviously still going to be waiting off for is the actual release date for Genesis Part 2. This could obviously be something that will come in one of the teasers in the community crunches to come. We know that it's March, but we don't know whether it's March the 12th or whether it's March 25th or something like that. Early March or late March. I'm probably going to guess that it's late March because I know Wildcard like to give themselves as much time as possible, which, to be honest, I don't think is a bad thing because we don't want something released that is going to be a problem. So watch out for this, guys, on my channel. As I said, that's why to be subscribed, because next week we'll be getting that big news. I don't know whether this means it's going to be a Friday's crunch or whether, because this was actually, I think it means Friday, because this was posted last Friday. So, and I know sometimes they mix together Mondays or Fridays with the crunch, but I think this means this Friday we should be getting a new creature reveal, which should be very, very cool. Now, obviously, with Genesis Part 2 at the moment, we know that it's coming out at the same time on Steam, Xbox, and PS4, and obviously PS5 and the new Xbox as well. And we know so far that it is a Genesis ship colony ship map. It's basically Genesis Part 2 has survivors exploring a vast world filled with strange new biomes, story missions, and exotic creatures. This map is set aboard a massive colony ship traveling through deep space. So obviously you can see some of the biomes and some of the pictures here. I'm sure you guys would have seen a lot of this stuff so far, but the biomes are looking really, really cool at the moment. This is Rockwell's garden, which is actually going to be obviously David Tennant is obviously playing Rockwell, which we've seen in the trailer, speaking in the trailer, which is really, really cool. Now, what I was actually mentioning is when they did their last reveal, it was on the May Wing, and this was in the community crunch, and it was just this is the only thing we really got, which was, it was obviously a cool teaser, but it, you know, there wasn't like gameplay of it moving. It was just the artwork side of things and the concept, which they're keeping things very quiet because these, you know, most of this would have been really worked on by now, considering Genesis Part 2 is literally coming out in like 2 weeks time. Obviously we've got the Astrodelphis, which is the space dolphin, which is obviously going to be quite a bit smaller than the other one in Genesis Part 2, which was the space whale, Genesis Part 1, sorry. And then we've got the Noglin, which is the mind control creature in Genesis Part 2, where you'll be able to take control of people's tames for a certain amount of time and people themselves. We've got the Shadow Mane, which is kind of like the dire wolf and the saber tooth of the Genesis futuristic side of things. And then so far we know there's the Strider coming, which is the massive big walking thing you guys will see in the trailer that I'll always be keeping at leaving at the end of the videos. Now, there is obviously some special, obviously, variants of dinos coming, biome-specific creatures. So there we've got a Bronto. You can see the biome-specific creatures here. There's a really cool-looking dino there that will be popping up as we're going through this. But we know that the Brontosaurus is coming back. That Reaper looks so cool. We know that Compy's coming back. We know that the Dilo's coming back. The Equus is coming back. The Glowbug, the Pelagornis, the Pteranodon, the Quetzal, the Reaper, the Seeker, the Stego, and the Woolly Rhino. Now, as I've mentioned before, expect to see the Rex, the Giga, the Spino. Expect to see all of the big, most popular carnivores, because they're always going to be in the game. They're the most famous and most loved creatures in ARK, so expect to, even, I know it's not announced, expect to see the Dodo as well. If there's no Dodo, I will be very shocked, because things like the Dodo, things like the Rex have been in every single DLC as part of the storyline moving on from ARK. Because let's be honest, the T-Rex has always been the face of dinosaurs. Like, you know, well, I know it probably wasn't back then when dinosaurs were around, but we kind of, as humans, we've kind of made the T-Rex from like Jurassic Park the face of the dinosaurs. All items from the base game are available in Genesis Part 2, in addition to the new items below, which is the minigun, which again is something I'm very excited for, the tech bow, and the tech pistol, which has got 3 modes: the stun mode, healing mode, and firing mode, like to actually do damage. New structures, we've got an ammo box, which you'll be able to just fill up with bullets, and then all the turrets in the range will be filled up from the ammo box, so you won't have to put it in all individual turrets. We've got the egg incubator, obviously for your eggs, which is going to be a really awesome thing. We've got the loadout mannequin, which you can put your armor and weapons on. I think weapons as well, I'm not too sure. Maybe just armor. And then obviously it's going to be a little bit like Batman or something, when you're going to be able to get straight into your suit. Then we've got the tech crop plot. Looks pretty cool. Basically the up from the big crop plot, the normal one right now. The canoe. Pretty standard. When this was announced, I thought it was really cool, but obviously it's not like an amazing powerful thing, more primitive. The hover cell is definitely more of the powerful thing. You're going to have one person gliding on the hover cell, while you can have another person shooting off of it, which is very cool. And then we've got the security system, which you'll be able to set up cameras around your base and watch what's going on from a screen inside of your base. Now, the saddles that we know so far is the Astrodelphis tech saddle, which is going to obviously have some rockets and stuff on. This is obviously for the Space Dolphin. And then, obviously, right now there's cosmetics in the game, which you're going to be getting part of the, maybe a chest piece or something, part of the Federation Exo new skin. But in Genesis Part 2, you'll have the official armor, which isn't just a skin, and it'll be very powerful, and it'll be the new tech armor, which in my eyes, that new tech armor looks so much more cool. So, some other little bits of information. Survivors will come pre-equipped with a Federation tech suit upon entering the colony ship, so you won't actually have to get the tech suit yourself. It's not like starting naked on ARK as you normally do. You are starting with the Federation tech suit straight away, which is really cool. Unlike Genesis Part 1, Genesis Part 2 is set to allow the use of flying creatures, which I think is a big thing for a lot of people. The Gen X Equus bears a resemblance to the quagga, an extinct species of the zebra. The world with the Genesis ship has a similar appearance to that of the Halo array from the Halo series. I'm surprised that they've actually put this on the... I suppose this isn't actually like all... This is only monitored by Wildcard. Like, they don't actually like put this on official. This is like obviously the wiki side of things, so they wouldn't put officially, but they're saying that it looks a bit like from the Halo series. And this is actually what I mentioned in my video as well. It really does. It's this picture here. This is the picture that looks so much like it from the Halo series, which we all know. I was about to say we all know I've been a massive fan of Halo. You guys probably didn't know that, but I've always been a massive fan of Halo. Along with first big reveals of the expansion, Genesis Chronicles Part 2 has begun, and adding new Explorer notes every week to story maps in chronological order. So we will be getting a new Genesis Chronicles Part 2 this month at some point, whenever the next update drops, probably towards later on into the game, but that should be pretty cool. And yeah, that's pretty much the stuff that you guys need to know about so far within the world of Genesis and the world of ARK. Yeah, it's exciting times. I'm looking forward to it. It should be good, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the end of ARK's going to go. As said, I hope with this teaser we're going to get something big and exciting. I don't want something that, that doesn't really raise the hype, because to think about it, Genesis could be anything from a month and a half to 2 months, away. So it really depends what the release date is. I just hope it's going to be early March, but I really can't see it. Anyway, as I said, if you want to be keeping up to date with all of this information as I get it, then smash the like button. I personally would like to see a new carnivore as the next creature. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys would like to see, and be subscribed. And I'll catch you guys in my next video, which hopefully I can get back onto the daily uploading pattern. As mentioned at the start of the video, the reason why there hasn't been that many uploads, well, there has been a lot of uploads, but I mean not daily, is just because of the lack of news from Wildcard. But as soon as that starts flowing out again, so will the videos. See you guys later, and I hope you did enjoy.
Welcome, survivor. Enjoy the view. You see before you the pinnacle of mankind's ingenuity. All of humanity's hopes and dreams carefully nestled within this lifeboat. Each of its shining rings are laden with miracles of science and nature. A paradise where the boundary between the biological and technological has been all but erased. And now all of it is mine. I control this vessel now. I command its evolution, and very soon, its destination. From there, my will shall spread across the cosmos forever, infinite and undying. And there's nothing you or that witless puppet, that shadow of her, can do to stop me. I have already set my designs in motion. Our future awaits.